Yeah, you saw the thumbnail right. This video isn't about Plankton. It should probably be, but it's not, because even though the movie is titled Plankton, the movie, this Plankton movie gives us much more to talk about Karen than Plankton, aka the literal titled main character of the movie I'm talking about right now. And yes, I know that makes no sense, but it's true. I may make a Plankton video if this video doesn't lose me more motivation, but there's a huge reason why Karen deserves this video more than anyone else. Alright, to be more like intro-y, if you don't know, I have a series going on where I've been talking about characters from SpongeBob. Logically, before this movie was released, I expected this video was going to be about Plankton, and so I've been saving him for the time being for when this movie actually came out. Now, if you don't know, I've been a fan of SpongeBob for a long time, and these characters have been a part of my childhood longer than probably most of you have been alive. In my past videos, I have been very vocally negative towards these characters' progressions, highlighting how hollow they feel compared to how they once were. SpongeBob is obviously the main character, but Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs, the people that I've already talked about so far, have been supporting characters that still have a lot of relevance to the show. This means that Karen is the first secondary supporting character, you could say, that I will be talking about for this show. So let me tell you that I didn't expect for Karen to be the best SpongeBob villain there is. Better than Puss in Boots himself, the Cyclops, Dennis, the bald King Neptune, the oddly, well, I guess pretty smooth King Neptune, voiced by the Space Dolphin, the Space Dolphin, and finally better than Plankton and his Plankton slaves from the first movie. If I missed someone, shut up, no I didn't. And with all that said and out of the way, I'm surprised that I am talking positively about this and how Plankton the movie teaches us how to expand a villain. I know most people watching will probably be riding the highs off of the Plankton movie, but in order to show how a character is expanded, we need to see how Karen was before the movie. The first time we see Karen is in the first episode we see Plankton in the episode titled Plankton. I feel like the universe is telling me that I should have made this video about Plankton, but I'm very sure that I made the right decision, so whatever, shut up universe. Also, don't click the video that pops up right here. Trust me, you don't want to, even though it's probably already gone or will be leaving in a second, so don't rewind and click it. Also, like, comment, and subscribe already so we don't have to take up more time than we already have taken. And hello to all channel members who have seen this video days before everyone else on Earth has. So with Karen, one of her main purposes in the episode was mostly to narrate the joke of 1% evil, 99% hot gas. She barely has any relevance to the plot other than just being there and having some sort of connection with Plankton. Later though, she becomes more a part of Plankton's plans, as seen in the FUN episode, where she suggests Plankton befriend SpongeBob to get a Krabby Patty. So to sum it up, Karen was really no one special when it came to early SpongeBob. She was really just Plankton's henchman and nothing else. Although, she really started to become a character when she got a body and also when Plankton tried to replace her. I feel like Plankton replacing Karen was the first moment she shined, as they gave her some conflict that didn't involve her on Plankton's side. Since then, she's mostly stayed the same, and it's something I really respect because usually these characters go through some huge change, but I'm glad Karen's didn't go backwards. But with that said, she has not developed at all since that one episode, until now. Alright, fine. Let's talk about the movie. I'm sure everyone would agree is better than the previous one. Now, if you told me after I watched the Sandy movie a year ago that a Plankton movie would be any better than that, I would ask you by how much, because if it's only a bit better than the Sandy movie, then I'd probably not have seen it. But if you told me that it would actually be good and would actually make me laugh more than the Sandy movie, aka more than 0 times, I'd buy out an entire theater of this. Now what's interesting about Plankton the movie is that it's an exploration and also retcon of Plankton's story, where he never went to Camp Coral where he met Krabs, which was also a retcon at the time of how Plankton knew Krabs when they were kids. In this iteration, and possibly my favorite version of a story, Plankton builds Karen as a friend at first and slowly builds up a bond with her where he asks her to marry him. Although in the present, Karen is going mad having Plankton keep failing and her plans being dismissed because Plankton only sees her as an assistant now, where this movie shines is Karen finally standing up for herself and actually trying to help by making the Chum Bucket a successful fast food company. Because truly, what's more evil than that? And I mean, it's not much, but it's her taking her life into her own hands, and that's still respectable because it proves to the audience that she can have good ideas. This doesn't go over well with Plankton, and he really makes Karen know that he's really unimpressed, which makes Karen's next step forward, and the most important is that she finally snaps, ripping out her empathy chip. This is something we don't know about when it actually happens, but I am managing this video by going chronological order in which the events happen, just to help you get the full picture. Now, here's my favorite part. Say My Name. This song perfectly encapsulates Karen's pain and how she no longer cares anymore. It shows a direct response to Plankton basically asking her to go make him a sandwich. It's the pinnacle of the movie, and the anime art style and song are top notch, which gives you a reason not to check the description. It's the same thing that popped up in the right corner a bit ago. Don't click the link in the description to access a super secret video. Anyways, the lyrics of her song consist of the fact that she's known as the bomb thief, the way she disperses grief. Oh, wait, wrong robot song. The true lyrics of the song consist of her will to break free and rise up like a hurricane, which is indicating the amount of destruction she will wreak and how her plans will expand across the universe so she can inevitably become the most powerful being ever. For reasons that are pretty realistic, that's bad, okay? And what's kind of sad after that is there isn't much left of Karen because she doesn't have a reaction to Plankton just making a new character and sorry, I did not mean to use a ship name. She doesn't have a reaction to Plankton just making a new Karen other than recruiting her, and she still is very much set with going to the surface and enslaving the entire galaxy. So really, there's no stopping her. Overall though, at the end of the movie, when we finally get to see more of her character arc, I'm going to try not to delve into Plankton's character because I'd love to make a video if people want it, and this video gets support, but Karen opens up about how painful it is for her just to be some assistant all the time. She's smart and has good plans, but Plankton would never listen because he's too selfish. The ending where Karen forgives Sheldon is sweet and makes a lot of sense because Plankton was able to give Karen something she'd never thought she'd see from him. Attention and compassion. Something that had been lost in time to her is suddenly back and was able to make a full comeback to remind her of how they once were so in love, ending the movie and completing her character arc. I'm very glad that out of all the SpongeBob solo movies so far to be good, I'm glad Plankton the movie was able to hit that mark for modern SpongeBob. Sadly, it's not as good of a movie when compared to something like Dogman that came out this year or something like that, but it has its own little corner of goodness that was achieved because SpongeBob SquarePants is a show on a very rapid decline in quality. No matter what SpongeBob goes through, I will always have a special place for it in my heart, but I'm so glad this movie can actually be enjoyed while it's in my heart. Depending on whether this video does well, I may make a Plankton video. If this video decides to die in the algorithm again, then I may just wait until Severance finishes and then make a video on that, and even though I'm convinced that'll do horribly, I still love the series. It's very good. I recommend it. With that all said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and join my membership too if you want to directly support the channel and see videos early like some lucky few who have during this video. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm Enchanted. Bye.